This is Mini Gene. Check it out of Mini Kiss. You are listening to the Paulie Z Show. Rock on.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to the Paulie Z Show, and this is a milestone, episode number 20. That's right, episode number 20. And today I have a couple guests on from a band that you may recognize. If you're Z-Rock fans, you would have saw it in season 2, episode 3, if I'm not mistaken. They were guests on the show, and I'm talking about not Kiss, Mini Kiss.
What's up? This is Joey Vitale, a.k.a. Mini Gene. What's going on?
Mini Ace here. What's up, everybody? We're happy to be here with Paulie Z.
Now, do you guys go out in public without makeup, or do you hide like Kiss used to do with handkerchiefs and stuff?
Nah, I mean, basically, when I do regular things, daily things, nobody really recognizes who I am, So, because when we're on that stage with that makeup, nobody knows who I am. So, off the makeup, they really don't know.
Yeah, they don't know who we are. When we have the makeup on, and without the makeup, before Joey's taking his daughter to McDonald's, they just think it's another little person walking around. They don't realize it's Mini Kiss.
Right, of course, which is good because then you can have both lives. Well, for those people that don't know, that didn't see the episode, so basically, Mini Kiss is a Kiss. Would you say a tribute band?
We are the first one, only ever Little People Kiss tribute band.
And basically, you guys dress up like Kiss. You play, Kiss songs. Well, actually, when you guys were on our show, you weren't actually playing, right? Remember, that was I think that was recorded or something. So, are you guys playing now?
Yeah, well, on your show, there was no intention for us to play anyway. Remember, you guys play. We were just behind you, jumping around.
Right. So I didn't know. So you actually, so if someone goes to a Mini Kiss show, you guys are playing for real, right?
Oh, it's off the wall.
Oh, that's great.
Off the wall. I mean, we perform live. We, we do little backtracks. We do a live performance because, the way I look at it is you have to do a little backtracks because it's hard to actually play, run around, spit blood, do fire at the same time. So that's why we do a little of that. And then we have live performances. We do a couple of live songs and let me tell you, people just love it.
So it's a mixture. It's a mixture.
Yeah,
so you get some songs that you're playing live, some songs that are backtracked.
And it's not just Kiss. I mean, it's more of an 80s high energy show. That's what it's really.
Oh, so you do other songs other than Kiss?
We break it up, man. We break it up. It's a big surprise. The bottom line is you really got to come and see the whole show to really see what other songs we throw in there.
Okay.
But it's definitely...
see, I didn't know this. This is all new to me.
Well, throughout the years, we've tweaked it here and there, and now we have an excellent stage show, which we stick to.
Excellent set list. It's like the songs that we do are definitely from the 80s, old school. Girls, guys, love all the songs that I've put, into this set list. And... it's just like they all go nuts.
And what about as far as Kiss songs that you guys play? Do you cover the gamut from 74 on?
Oh,
through the 90s, through 2000?
Yes.
Really?
And matter of fact, we're coming out with our first single. In fact, we brought it with us. We'll give you guys a little taste.
Now, when you say, hold on.
Go ahead.
When you say first single, what does that mean? Are you talking about original music?
This is a Mini Kisses. Go ahead, Joe.
Let me explain.
All right, you got to explain. Come on, Joey. Explain to me.
Throughout the years, a lot of people have been hitting me saying, listen, can we get a CD of you guys? And I'm always like, how can I give you a CD of Kiss? I was playing Kiss.
We should have sold them the Kiss catalog.
Nah, number one.
You buy it on and get it. Sign up for BMG. You get how many 10 CDs for the price of $1 or whatever, and then you sell them for $10.
Well, no,
that's what I would have done.
I don't want to step on their feet. I would never do something like that. Pre-record their music and without.
Plus, we're musicians. We want to get our own music out there. I mean, Joey's been writing and playing for years.
Basically, getting back to it, it's really from the mouths of the fans that have brought me to this level. I've been writing. I've been, playing guitar my whole life. I play bass, drums, piano. Never took a lesson. And I have a little studio, and I've just been recording. And like I said, it's all coming from the mouths of the fans. And I'm just like, that's it. I'm going to the next step, and
So
now
now-
we're going to start our own music.
But now, so right, so now so people understand. So it's original music, and you have a new song, a single,
Right.
which we have.
Yes,
Yeah.
you
We
got,
have it.
you got about 30 seconds
We
worth
have
of
done,
a
wait,
little
hold,
tease.
whoa, hold on. I only get 30 seconds.
We give you a little tease. That's it. Yes, yes. We,
Now, has anybody else played this yet?
you are the first.
Woo! The
Yeah.
Paulie Z Show
Give it
exclusive.
up.
Where's our?
Give it
Yeah.
up.
Hello. Where's
Yeah.
our? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Where's our thing? It's down. Oh, we have all the. My producer extraordinaire Alex, who's not very extraordinary, has this little program of like pre-recorded sounds. And we
Right.
have a clapping sounds like yes, but it's down. So what is the point? Look, now he's searching for it.
Now
All
he's
right,
searching.
you know what? No, it's done. No, go blow yourself.
Poor Alex, man.
So anyway, so well, we do have it, and hopefully, if Alex
Right.
knows how to press the right buttons, we'll be able to play it later.
Alex, come on, get on top of your game, man.
Look at Alex's face. Anyway, so we have that now. The plan. Well, let me go back before we get into original stuff.
Right.
Let's go back into this for a second. So now, my understanding is that when you guys were on Z-Rock for that episode, by the way, which we had a great time. First of all, let me
had a
explain.
blast.
For anyone who didn't see the episode, so let me explain real quick. So our manager, Dina, who's played by Lynn Koplitz, in the episode in the beginning, she's telling us, she goes, guys, I got you a gig opening for Kiss. Now we go fucking crazy. We're like, what? Because we're big Kiss fans in real life and in the show. We find out it was a mistake, and we get to the venue, and it was Mini Kiss. And our faces are like, what the hell's going on here? So anyway, we were getting like heated about it and upset, not at them, but at our manager for like, how could you make this mistake? I mean, honestly, in real life, that would be a stupid mistake. And they hear us, and I think I said some sort of insult about, like, we thought we were going to play with the real Kiss, not
Right.
some, not some like little version of them. And Joey, I think it was you, right, Joey? You go, what'd you say?
As I opened that door, you were getting loud about
Yeah.
Mini Kiss. And I was like, yo, you got a fucking problem?
Yeah, that's just like that. But it was like right out of Sopranos, and I'm like, uh-oh. And then all of a sudden, he sicked his band on me, and they're literally we're fighting, and the
Mini Paul beat the shit out of
Mina,
me for a minute.
yeah, what the hell? He jumps on my back, and I'm swinging him left and right, and then they had a take where he has to hit me in the balls, and they gave me a cup. I haven't
damn.
worn a cup since Little League, and he was playing, but he was so nervous. I can understand. So he was kind of like not really doing it, and they're like, "We can't get this shot is not working," and they're like, you gotta do it for real. So I told him, and I said, I don't know if you knew this, but I said, bro, I have a cup. Don't worry about it. Just do one good shot for real. I'll be
Oh,
fine.
he didn't even tell me yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you watch that scene, when he punches me, it's like, bow. So, and that was it. He hit me for real.
Right.
And I really went down, bro. Because not that
No,
I
it
felt it in
seemed
my
like
nuts,
you
but
did.
because what happens is the pressure, no matter what, even with a cup, if you were wearing a cup or if you have a helmet on, and I took a bat and I hit you in the head,
You're gonna feel it no
You're going to
matter what.
feel
Right,
it.
right.
So I was like, oh, fuck. And I went down. So that's a real reaction.
Let me tell you, I thought you kind of like pissed for a minute and like, yo, man, chill. And I really think you like had it in you. You were pissed. I was like, did we really hurt him?
It's called acting, my friends. Acting. That is the genius of all my years of studying acting. Which
Well, I told my Mini Paul, kick this shit out. If that's what they want, you got to do what they say to do.
And then we have a scene where me and you were like next to each other, and we like both have girls, and my girl leaves and she wants to do a threesome, but she has a kid, and it was a whole big thing, and then you giving me advice, and it was so funny. You're like, yo, back 10 years ago, Angelina Jolie, I fucked her. I didn't even think about, or whatever. Or like I didn't fuck her and I regretted it. Something like he's giving me sage advice.
Right.
So funny. We had such a good time.
That was the biggest pisser.
So now here, my question is, the guys that were in that lineup, am I correct in understanding they're not necessarily the main people? Those were like guys that came just particularly for that, and sometimes you revolve it? Like, how does it work?
Basically, there was another guy. My Mini Peter was there.
That's the real, the stuff.
That's the real Mini Peter.
Okay.
And he was kind of new in the band, when me and you got together with that.
So he
that
must have
whole
been
thing.
happy.
Oh yeah,
That's a
I
great
mean,
opportunity.
He didn't know what the hell was going on. He thought it was great. I mean, and to show family, tell everybody, yo, I'm going to be on TV. And he's been my drummer ever since to this day. He's the greatest guy. But the other two, they were just stand-ins. I mean, I have other because I've been doing it for 10 years. So, like I said, you can't go to your Daily Village Voice and audition little people. It's kind of hard.
I was just going to say, like, how do you even... I mean, it's hard enough to find guys in a band in general.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To find, and then to be able to say, like, okay, you have to meet this particular requirement.
Right.
How hard has that been for you, and how have you overcome that?
Well, when I first started, like many years ago, I did, receive, and I still do receive a lot of audition tapes. People send me tapes to this day, little people,
Right?
And because there's a little people thing on the internet, and
what does that mean? A little bit like a community?
Yeah, like a website for little people.
yeah,
Okay.
and there's also, thank God for the computer, but there was people like that weren't even involved with the little people that. Came that were just little people, but they were involved in the LPA thing, and they came to me too, or sending audition tapes. And I got to say, I got a lot of people through that. But I mean, Ace, take it away. You know how these guys become.
I'll tell you.
Now wait, can little people have big egos?
Oh man, we have singers that like I said, they get like the David Lee Roth syndrome, and they're like. Mini Kiss is shit without me. And we're like, all right. I mean, one time we can go on and on with stories. The true story, we were in Denver, Colorado, and we had a show. And our lead singer, the hillbilly we were talking about, calls us from Washington or something. And he's like, yo, I missed my plane. The plane was... The bottom line is he was out drinking all night. He misses... So, I mean, we were so infuriated. We just said, fuck you, and we hung up on him. And now we're like, holy shit, there's only 3 of us. And, the show's like, 8 hours away? What are we going to do? And by the grace of God, one of our, who's that?
Mini Peter.
Mini Peter's friend is a little person, and he actually came to see the show. And he had a goatee and all. And we're like, yo, bitch, shave that goatee. We shaved his goatee.
No, you didn't.
Yes, we put the makeup in the wig, and we threw him on the drums. We said, here, improvise. Here's drumsticks. And we pulled it off. Yeah.
And he knew how to play, or it was just...
No, we had to go to backtracks with him,
Okay.
I mean...
Thank God you have that, though.
Yeah, I mean, but shit happens.
So,
it's really the good, the bad, and the ugly.
So the ego is not proportionate to the size of the person.
Hell no. That's not restricted to nobody. That goes for everybody. You're in the business. You know that. It's just... It's a brutal business. It's a beast within itself. But we're doing okay, man.
I'm a lead singer, so the problem is, I have this issue because my guys in my band give me a hard time all the time. They say that I have the LSD disease and
right.
Lead singer's disease.
Right.
Yeah, and and they say my head is big, but I always said that that's because I'm a big person.
Right.
So you get
right.
If you're a little people, I'm a big person because
right.
I have trouble in planes,
right,
like sitting.
Right.
I have, and I'm not basketball big, and they always make fun of me. But, in comparison to them, it's like in the van. I had him in my van. I actually had to customize the chair, the driver's seat, because I couldn't get my legs in. So I had it moved back like 6 inches.
Wow.
But they look at me like I'm a maniac. I'm like, I'm not a maniac. I got long legs. What do you want from me?
No, we got maniacs in the band.
It is what it is.
Jeez. Speaking of the van, we got our tour coming up. Now, our first ever U.S. tour starting next month. We're going to be touring the States. You can go to minikiss.com and just check that out. So,
and then touring now, when you do that, is it going to be the Mini Kiss show, or is it going to be originals, or are you going to include the originals?
Everything.
So you'll see the traditional Mini Kiss with the Kiss songs, the 80s songs, and the original stuff.
You're going to see a little of everything. It's going to be a surprise. I mean, basically, come down and see the show. That's what that's what we have people coming.
What kind of venues are you going to be playing?
All kinds. State fairs. July 4th, we're doing Illinois State Fair. This weekend, we got a show in Philly at the Field House, I think. Yeah, we got the Field House in Philly. We got Texas lined up for the middle of the month. So, I mean, we're...
LA. We got so many things going on.
Now, just out of curiosity, I mean, I'm in a band, touring band, and we were talking a little bit before, and we can get into it. You were curious how we do it. I'm curious how you guys do it. Like, funding-wise, how do you guys get to all these places? Do you just make sure you get a guarantee that's enough to cover these costs?
Well,
or you're
yeah.
coming out of pocket like we are sometimes. To
No,
get,
we really don't have a pocket to go into. I mean, touring is pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to have to really fight for themselves. But we got deposits in, which actually are going to get us on our feet and get the tour going. And we're just going to let it roll from there. I mean, it's rolling already. So I mean,
well, Joey, I mean, how?
I mean, basically, I've done shows for many years. I've always seen like bands that have performed with us, that have opened for us and stuff. And I've always seen them, come in vans. They have all their equipment, and now like we're trying to situate it, like now we're in that area because we used to flying a lot.
That's what I figured.
yeah, we get flown in, and
That's what we've
With
been
the
doing
back
for
line and
years.
stuff.
Right. Right.
And everything's there, but it's still going to be there, the back line.
Right.
We just got to bring our sticks and our guitars, we're done.
Right.
But that's still, but the thing is, we have to route it. We have to kind of like situate, what are we going to do? Are we going to rent
an RUV, an RV.
Yeah.
Right. You haven't had to do that yet?
We never been there.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Welcome to my world, baby.
Yeah, man.
We
it's all
got
good, yeah.
we have a 15 passenger, right?
Wow.
And all our stuff is in the back. We took 2 benches out, and then the other 2 benches we have so 2 guys can sleep. And so we try to bring at least a guy with us if we can, but it's just money is so
Right.
tight lately.
Yeah.
And that's it. I mean, we drive. We drive as
Right.
here, we go there, we do this, we do that.
I mean, the good thing is the venues are going to get us hotel rooms. That's what they got to pay for the show in hotel rooms, which is cool.
Right.
And, I mean, second of all, in all respect, there's a lot of tribute bands. Like Kiss has how many tribute bands? 1,000.
forget about it.
So I mean, we're unique, man. We're mini Kiss.
Now, is there's no other mini Kiss? out
no
there?
other mini Kiss?
Is
And if there is,
We are the original.
Right. And is there any other mini tribute band at all out there?
I don't
They've
know.
tried. I think I
think
heard of a
I heard
few,
of
but
a
they just
couple.
come and they go. I mean, we've sustained for 10 years now. I mean, and if anything, we're mini Kiss is getting bigger. So it's
And
all
if
good.
if you go to the website, minikiss.com, and you see an interview with Paul and Gene, Paul actually says out of thousands of Kiss tribute bands that he knows, what was the best band to bring into this commercial? And he even says it, Mini Kiss.
Now, when you say commercial, tell everyone what you're talking about in case they don't know.
Well, basically, before this commercial, obviously, me and you worked together, and you had told me that you were going to invite me to do a show for you, and that was before this. This came on my lap one day that somebody, Dr. Pepper, gave me a call and asked if I wanted to be in a commercial, and I was like, yeah, sure, of course.
Why not?
And then when I heard it was Kiss, and it started to just get more and more like, wow, this is going to be insane. Yeah. And basically, doing this for 10 years, you've probably been through it. Like you said, even kidding around, you thought Kiss was you go open up for Kiss, and you wound up opening up for Mini Kiss.
Exactly.
Not that that's not bad. Don't get me wrong. We're just
Hey,
saying,
whoa, wait, okay,
you
hold
don't
on.
want
Don't-
another beating, do
Don't
you?
be, no.
You know
Let me
what I'm
look.
saying? But
Alex, security. I told you we should have security.
But what I'm trying to say is that, basically, when we heard we were going to be in the commercial with Kiss, everything that has been going on for me for 10 years, it's just like it's never really come through. And I never like really put it in my head, okay, it's probably not going to come
the
through.
reality, yeah,
And
right,
then
yeah.
one day it just really.
And there you were.
When I signed, I was like, oh my God.
When we
this is
saw that,
really gonna
we
happen,
were
man.
all together that night when Super Bowl, and we were all in the room hanging out in Manhattan, and it's still like so surreal. Like, holy shit, that's us.
But were you guys on? I don't remember the commercial because I saw it a while ago. But were you guys with them on set, or did
Oh,
they film
yeah.
it separately?
6 a.m. till midnight. I was hanging out, having a great time with Gene, Paul, Eric, Tommy.
Yeah.
They are the greatest. I got to say, man, I had a great time with them.
Oh, that I can't argue because we spent a whole summer with them. Did you know that we toured with them?
I heard you guys did a tour with
Same
them.
kind of thing. There was the Kiss Poison tour, Rock the Nation, 04. It was Kiss, Poison, and us.
awesome.
Did you guys-
40 dates.
Did you guys do the show at Jones Beach?
Yes, we did.
Oh,
Yo, I saw that show.
Did you see us?
Um,
You fucking ass. You're
Yeah,
probably
they
getting a blowjob or
dumped on
something, you
that.
bastard. But the thing was, we felt the same way because we were like, this is not real. Like this is
Right.
not. And not until the very first day we got to the first show in San Antonio, Texas. We're in the catering thing, and we're like, holy shit. We go, no, something's gonna go wrong. So they're gonna say April Fools. Something's gonna go wrong. And Gene Simmons walks in with the little luggage and whatever, and he goes, "Who are these boys? You know, what are you guys doing here? Are you the guys that are opening or something like that?" You know, and he's like, he goes, "Are you Jewish?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Okay, that's a good start." And I'm like, you know, and it was like Gene Simmons. He goes,
Right.
"This is it. This is real."
He's
Like,
a great
Yeah.
guy.
and but it's amazing how it sinks in when you're there, and it's just like, holy cow, this is the shit.
I'm with the God of Thunder, man.
Yeah.
It's the shit.
Now,
yeah.
so now let me ask you a question about Kiss in general. Are you a legitimate, lifelong? Are you guys Kiss fans? And are the people that do mini Kiss usually Kiss fans, or was more of like, hey, this is an opportunity to use the,
To use the image as to use it
Right,
as
it's
a
like
gimmick.
it's like a gimmick, and
I've always been a huge Kiss fan. I've always been a diehard Kiss fan. Like I said, I've been playing the instruments for all my life since I was a kid. I've had those big headphones, playing to my vinyls, playing drums, playing to
You used to drive everybody crazy, man, with those drums. Those poor neighbors that moved in next to you.
Yeah,
This
man,
young couple moved in next to him with a baby, and like they would
Oh,
knock on the
no.
10, 11, 12 at night. This lunatic is banging drums.
was this
and shit.
before V drums? I guess.
All I know is I had a double bass. I had anything you name. I used to play the Kiss, Van Halen, the old school.
Were you in
old
original
school.
bands too before mini
Yeah,
Kiss?
I was
You
in
are.
a couple of average height guys.
Now, is that what you? Wait, hold on. Now, hold on a second. Is that what you call us? Average height?
Yeah, what am I going to call it?
I don't know. Did you check with me? What if I don't like that?
All
I
right.
might be
Yeah.
offended by that.
Okay,
I'm not
yeah.
average. I do not want to be called
What
average.
do you want to be?
I want to be called tall.
All right, so
I want to be giant height.
I was with
giant.
a
I
bunch
was
of
a giant.
tall guys.
Giant height.
My drummer and my bass player, they're average. There is nothing average about me, boys.
No.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's just
All
get
right.
this
We
straight.
got you. We got you.
Throwing around derogatory terms like that. I'm a giant. Damn it! I need extra leg room on the plane.
Oh, God.
So anyway, so you were mixing it up with were you was it always like you were the only little person and everybody else was?
Yeah, but nobody looked at it. I mean, basically, it was in the 80s. I was in a band called Trial. I hate to say it. Death Messiah. There was so many bands
Short
I
and
was
Sweet.
in. Short and Sweet. And
That's cool.
A little rap group. It
That's
was him
cool,
and
short
it was
and
Joe and this tall guy. Yeah.
but it was like, that was corny. But what I'm trying to say is I've always been playing like the metal since I was a kid. And, I've always been with a lot of bands back in the day. But, back in the day was different. Don't forget, in the 80s, it was the pretty boy look.
Yeah.
So I know damn straight there was no way I was going to ever make it because it was the pretty boy look. And like today, it's such a different world. It's like you could be anybody. You have good music. You're talented. People are gonna like, and the uniqueness of Mini Kiss. Even people are gonna, people love our shows because there's so much to it. It's not just about four little people being on the stage, playing Kiss songs. There's a lot of more.
Well,
to this.
that's what I found. Because that's kind of what I thought it was going to be. And it was, you're right. It was more than that. And I think that's what sustains you. Because I think,
Yes.
in my opinion, I think after a while, the gimmick in anything wears off
Yeah.
very quickly. I
Fades
mean,
out,
even
yeah.
Kiss, if you really think about it, the makeup can only intrigue you for so much. And if the songs, I know people
you
give them
go.
such a hard time. They always get so much flack. But to me, their songs were so catchy
Right.
and simple. And if those songs weren't as good as they were, I think
Right.
the makeup eventually would have just,
Oh, yeah, it was the makeup, the pyrotechno. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
everything.
I
Their
think
personalities.
Kiss was really built on their stage show. I mean, their music is awesome, but they definitely had an awesome stage show with
Right.
the makeup and the pyrotechnos. And that's why, like we said, let's break this up a bit. Let's try to tweak the show. And like we said, I'm not.
well, you
gonna-
make it your own.
Yeah, but we still have the pyrotechnos and all the makeup. But like the songs, like Joey said, he's an '80s rock fan, and the songs that we threw into the set list are just gets the crowd going nuts because like we'll do like 5 Kiss songs in a row. We'll open up, and then all of a sudden we'll throw in an '80s rock, and the whole place is like, wow, what
Now,
the fuck?
Let's talk groupies for a second.
Oh shit!
Come on
yeah.
now. Come
Yeah,
on now.
yeah.
We've had some good times, man.
No,
Yeah?
my favorite story, and this is a true story.
Give me some
Paulie.
stories, baby.
Mini Gene Joey does the blood, and this is true. He's on the stage, and he was really high stage, and all these chicks are below him.
What?
Below him. Ah! No, they were below Joey because the stage was a high level, and Joey's spitting out the blood. And this one chick, I swear to you, she opens up her mouth, and Joey spits the blood into her mouth, and she drank it.
And then I started making out with her.
Oh,
With the blood? With the blood?
Just went down and started making
Let
out.
me see. You have a tongue, the long tongue?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
you
good.
guys got it, yeah.
That's good. You got the...
Yeah, but we got the groupies, man. Mini Peter, he hooked up the last show,
Do you,
right?
now,
Yeah.
now, with mini groupies, are there mini
No,
groupies too?
these chicks are hot, man.
No, well, so mini groupies could be hot too. Have there been, or are there mini groupies out there?
We've had them. We've
Yeah.
had them, yeah. I've
If
seen
they're
them at
out there,
shows.
I don't know. I'm just playing. I just look at the hot ones. Whatever's around, whatever's in front of me, man. That's all I look at.
So you never
man.
hooked up then with a little groupie?
Married.
You know what? Shut up.
We're talking back in the day. Back in the day.
Back in the
I
day.
said in the past.
Before you were married.
I had my share.
You had your share. Well, we all had a
Absolutely.
share. I'm just wondering what.
I had good times, man. And it's funny how because it's just like okay, I'm married to an average girl, tall, whatever the hell you want.
Well, hold on a second.
Giant.
Don't lump us all in together, okay?
Okay.
Now, what? Hold on. Before we continue, I want to get this straight. So, what equate for me? If you're 6 for a guy, if you're over 6, I think you can't be average anymore. Average is about 5. What, Alex? What would be an average height for me?
5'8", 5'9".
Right, something like that. So I'm
Right.
6'2". I do not want to be called
No,
average.
you are a giant, dude.
Well, I don't know. See, I don't know. I like to think so. But
Okay.
but then next to anyone on the Chicago Bulls, I'm probably
Yeah, a
I'm
little
tiny.
person,
Yeah, I'm a little
man.
person compared to
Betcha.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
But what I want to know is real quick is what is the cutoff? What would be like if someone said I want to be a mini kiss, but how tall are you to ride this ride?
5
basically
feet, right?
5 feet.
5. So
feet and
anything under 5.
Yes, 5 feet and under.
Is that like technical? Is there a legal if you know what I mean? Like if,
No, there's no.
No, it's
No.
just us. The way we feel. You got to be at least 5 foot, and
at most 5 foot, not at
Yeah,
least.
yeah.
And how
exactly.
tall are you?
I'm about 4'8".
4'8". Okay. And then what about for see, girls in general are shorter than men anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, my wife's about 5'4", and basically, the girls that I've hung out with, I gotta say, it's cool. It's cool because without the makeup, I've done okay throughout life, but with
the
this
makeup.
makeup on, let me tell you, man, I've had. I don't know how to say. I don't want to say hurting words, but I've had so many beautiful girls that I made out with and did a couple of things behind the scenes with. I gotta
It's
say,
amazing.
and they were hot.
Isn't it amazing when you're on stage? It's just
You become gods, man.
it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I
yeah.
asked Gene, okay? I got to say one thing. I asked Gene, because this is me. I asked him before you do a show, because this is the way I always get. 10 years of doing this, I still get terrified before I go on that stage.
really.
Big
Yeah, he
time.
panics,
Big
yeah,
time.
yeah.
So I asked Gene, man, he was such a great guy. I said, Gene, before you go on that stage, do you need like a little time? He says, Joey, 20 minutes before a show, I don't want nobody in my room. I don't want nobody near me. I need to be in my little,
Little comfort zone.
my
your
little-
Yeah, I'm like that too.
my little corner.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
I gotta concentrate
Get
on
into
this
character.
show.
Gotta
You gotta-
zone
And
out.
that's
yeah.
it. Zone out, get into my character. I don't care if there's 5 people waiting. I don't care if there's 1,000 people waiting.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm nervous, and I need just sit in my corner.
You gotta get in the
Don't
zone. That's
bother
it,
me.
man. You
Leave
sit in
me
the green
alone,
room, we get in our
and
zone.
then we get out there, and the song opens. Within a couple seconds of hitting those notes,
And then you
I'm
find-
just like the king.
You're in
And
the-
isn't it
yeah.
amazing?
Yeah.
It's great.
My guys make fun of me too because they're always like on stage. I'm like a rock god.
Right.
It's it's just
You
it is
are,
it
man.
is
You
what
sound
it
like
is.
you
Look,
are. You are a rock
I'm a
god,
rock
man.
god.
You're up
But
there.
off stage, I am the biggest goofball.
Right.
It's like if I could just stay on stage,
Right.
my whole life,
Right.
it'd be
right,
great.
Right.
So now
Right?
let's talk about the music a little bit. So
Right.
since we're talking about being on stage, so you guys have a song
Yeah, we're
that you
coming-
brought,
yep.
right? And you gave me 30 seconds.
About 30-second sample of
Okay,
the song.
that's
Yep.
okay. Which
Yep.
I would normally be insulted, but It is the exclusive. This is the first time we're
It
playing
is an exclusive,
Well, now-
and we
now-
still got to tighten it up. But
It's a very rough cut. I'm just gonna say it. We have a lot more to work on, and we have a lot more songs, and this is just one of the samples.
yeah, but this song's almost
an
complete.
idea of what's to
Oh,
come,
what's
right?
to come,
All right.
and then some.
All
And
right,
then-
let's play that, and then we'll talk about that.
You got it. Rock and roll.
All right, I like that. I like it, but it sounds like it's not what I expected. I have to say, it's a little bit
definitely
more. Yeah, it's a little bit more. Rap meets rock kind of thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that beat and the little Zeppelin in there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So where's that coming from? What?
That's basically coming from like the way I feel like about how music is today. Like I have nieces and nephews and certain age points, and I always like to ask people's like opinions on music today. Like my nephew, he's like 16. He'll listen to heavy. I hear his music, heavy rap. My niece, she listens to like my 12-year-old niece, like Britney Spears or whatever, or my other niece listens to like Blink 182. I like to get a perspective of what's the music is today and come out with my own idea of what I could put into there of music that I've always listened to / what is in today.
Right.
So the way I look at it is this is one of my first things. I'm playing around with it. I think it's got a little bit of an edge. I think it's pretty cool. The lyrics go good with the music. And there's a lot more. There's going to be a lot more coming up that, like, right now, what you just said is a little like Limp Bizkit meets like, whoever.
Jay-Z, whatever,
Jay-Z,
right,
yeah,
right,
exactly.
right.
Where later you're going to hear something, and like the B-side could be something totally different. It could be like Metallica meets, Kiss, or
That's what I would have expected
right.
more of that. but-
It's definitely in the works.
What did you think, out of curiosity, when you were on set with us? You guys, the show ended with you playing with us on one of our songs. What did you think of the songs that we had?
I like that song, man.
Show Me.
Yeah, that song was cool, man. That was definitely cool. And it was cool how we came out for the whole part of that commercial. I mean, where can you find that? It's on our website. It's also on YouTube, probably. I mean, that commercial was a pisser.
Well, just so you know, season 2 is actually coming out on DVD in June. So I don't know if you couldn't get a copy. I don't know if you even have a copy of the episode, but for people out there,
I have a copy.
You do have one,
DVR'd it,
okay?
yeah.
So but the whole season will be out on DVD in June, and you could check that out. We'll have more info on that on our website, which is zo2.com. But I don't know how you find it. People ask me all the time. I know IFC is replaying Z-Rock like at night, like 2:30 in the morning or something like that.
I've got a couple people saying to me, "Yo,
Yeah.
I saw your commercial again."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh,
Well, it's not
okay,
commercials,
cool.
the episode.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people will be like, "Yo, I saw it again." I'm like,
yeah, but you
"Cool,
gotta-
it aired." I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I heard about that. A couple people were
No,
telling
we
me.
gave, first of all, remember, we gave you a television episode, not a commercial, all right?
right.
I know,
Yeah.
I'm not
That was
fucking Dr.
awesome.
Pepper here, all right?
Right.
All right? You got 22 minutes with me, not 22 seconds.
Yeah.
Who's your allegiance to? Where's your allegiance?
Oh, speaking of that, that's going to be in start of June. That's going to be re-airing again for I don't know.
Oh, the commercial?
The commercial
Yeah,
itself. The Kiss, Mini Kiss, Dr. Pepper commercials in
Oh, okay.
June. It's going to re-air on a regular basis.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that online? Like if someone type that into
You can go to
YouTube?
actually YouTube and just hit Minikiss/Dr. Pepper or Minikiss Dr.
I'm sure
Pepper.
it'll be up there, yeah.
And it's bam right there, yeah.
Very
It's
cool.
got over
very
a million
cool.
hits already.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
over 1 million hits on YouTube. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, and it was only 30 seconds. I mean, could you imagine when that shit airs all summer and we're touring? I mean, like, and we're
Well, that's
coming out
gonna
with
be
our
great,
single.
yeah.
Like, just hopefully it all just comes together, man.
We have
and,
people overseas hitting us like, yo, I
Well,
saw
the great thing
it.
about it is, again, you're writing. You got, the Kiss fans that are going to see it anyway.
Yeah.
It's like when
Right.
we toured with Kiss, it was the same thing.
Right.
We were selling tons of merchandise,
That's
CDs.
great.
Because the people, especially a band, what's great about a band like that, let's call them heritage acts, or a band that's been around for 30-something years.
Yeah.
They're, even though they have a new album, which I reviewed on my podcast, which I think is great. It's actually one of my favorite Kiss records. But the general public, I hate to say it, doesn't really care.
Right.
Judas Priest puts out a new record. The Rolling Stones puts out a new record. They don't care.
Right.
It's not it's about what they grew up with.
Right.
And the thing is, when someone goes to see Kiss, let's say, right, and then a band like us or you guys are there opening or whatever, the point is that's something new for them.
Right.
So they're going there not looking for the new Kiss CD necessarily. I mean, the diehards are, but I'm talking about the average person. They just
Right.
want to hear Rock and Roll All Night and
Right,
Detroit Rock
right,
City.
right.
And then they see a band like us and they goes, oh, these guys are young. These guys are new.
Right.
That's cool. I'll buy their CD because I already have all the Kiss CDs.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Same thing with your commercial. They go in,
Right.
they want to see Kiss. Like if I'm a Kiss fanatic, I would Google and I'd be like, oh, a new Kiss commercial, whatever. If I didn't know you and that was the first time I saw you, I go crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's something new.
Right.
I go to see Gene, but I know what Gene looks like. I know everything about him. And now it's this
Right.
new thing.
Mini Gene.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
what's good. So it's something
Yeah.
fresh, but and I think opportunities like that is great. That's just
Yeah,
great.
but we're definitely, we're going to definitely try to capitalize on the opportunity that we have here. I mean, the commercial, the tour, the single coming out. I mean,
You got everything. And
maybe-
tell real quick on
Yeah.
the website again.
Minikiss.com.
There you go. All right, now before we finish, last thing is I always like to talk about food on my podcast because I am a foodie. Although I am currently in the midst of changing my lifestyle, my diet. I'm trying to reverse the aging process. I'm trying to get healthier. I'm trying to, keep myself, at a good point.
I think we're all doing that.
I know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's so hard. It's for me, food is like my alcohol, my cocaine. Like I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs.
Right.
I don't do nothing.
Maybe you should.
That's what you
That's
know.
the
What
problem,
everybody on
Paulie.
my podcast says that. That maybe I'm. You know what?
Yeah, I'm rolling a fatty right
you know
now.
what? I think
man.
we're gonna have to do an episode with me high.
Yeah.
You want to try
yeah,
that?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
we're
I'll
bringing
get
a
a
blunt,
guest.
man.
I'll get a guest to come on. We'll get high, and then I'll record,
We're
and then
gonna
we'll
bring
see the difference.
Mini Kiss back on. We're all gonna get
And
high.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
if that gets 1 million hits, then that's it. I'll commit to pot for the rest of my life. Done. He
That's a
said
good
done.
one.
Done.
Yeah.
We're
don't
gonna
get
do
high,
that.
but-
We should do it.
I mean, you can still be healthy and smoke weed, dude.
Yeah. Well, that's what everybody's telling me. I'll be honest with you. I've been considering it now lately, just because musically, I've been adding additional pressure to myself that maybe doesn't even need to be there. But you get to a point in your career where like you're trying to get to that next level, and there's all this pressure, and everyone says, dude, it just kind of takes that edge off, and it opens you up, and you can
You
focus.
expand your horizons.
I know.
mean, you smoke a few hits, and you're like, wait a minute, let me.
That's him, not Gene. Mini Gene does not smoke. I'm sorry. I
You don't do
I
anything.
don't do anything.
See, I'm the same way.
Oh, I'm
and
not saying I do either. I'm just
But
saying.
you've done it. I've done it a few times. Don't get me wrong. I've smoked weed. The first time was at Woodstock, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah, at
Damn.
Woodstock. Yeah, not the 69 one.
Exactly.
All right, do you
yeah.
watch it? All right,
Yeah.
Calm
yeah.
yourselves
I was
now.
like, wait, this guy looks really good.
That's because I didn't smoke.
That's because your new diet.
That my new diet. Well, speaking of the new diet, anyway.
Right, the
so
food, yeah.
So I basically, I'm a food fanatic, and I try to eat healthy, but I eat quantity and I eat a lot. And the thing is, I just started. I cut out dairy, gluten, and I'm reducing my red meat. Now that's a lot.
That's a sacrifice.
That's a
yeah.
lot of stuff, and I've been doing it okay. So far, so good. And I'll talk about this later after we're done with our interview.
Sure,
I'm going to
sure.
talk a little bit about a place called Trader Joe's, which I was introduced to recently, and it was, a place like that can really, really save you because it gives you the options. But anyway, we'll do that later. What I want to know from you guys is I want to know when you guys go on the road and do your gigs or whatever, what do you like to eat? Where do you go?
Well, the venues supply the food, really.
So catered stuff?
Yeah.
So what about
basically, yeah.
So what in general, give me just an idea of like, you guys are from Long Island, right?
Yep.
Based out of Long Island. Okay. So give me an idea of a place here, like a local place that you said, this is the place I love, I recommend if someone was visiting.
Well, basically being out there, as far as being home, I got to say I love pizza.
Okay.
You know, because there's nothing like New York pizza.
I can't have it anymore.
Everywhere. Well, you know,
I can't have it. It's dairy and gluten. I can't have it. No pizza.
Oh.
I'm in the same boat right now with you. I've been like watching my weight and everything because, you know, little people have a tendency to, if we get too big and everything, you know,
Can't move,
you get weak and,
Right.
you know, it's a whole.
It's for anybody.
Well, for me, it's more the dairy and gluten more so than for weight wise because I can control my weight doing calories and things like that.
Right.
It's more for a health thing because I think I told you before I have asthma and I have really bad allergies and at the time of this taping, you know, the spring is hitting us, hitting hard, and I can't
like
stop
summer
sneezing.
today, yeah.
Oh my God, I'm sneezing and my throat is dry. And, you know, and I'm constantly, I feel lethargic. And that's just symptoms that have come with being sick. So it's more of a health thing. So would you say, I mean, are you pretty healthy or are you pretty kind of average?
I'm healthy. I like to eat when we go out on the road and everything. I don't know why, but I don't get too hungry when we're out on the road, to tell you the truth. I don't have a big appetite. But I like grilled chicken salads a lot.
So do I. I was going to say, I make mine at home. I make my own grilled chicken Caesar salad.
See, now, but do you use Caesar dressing?
You know
how fattening that is?
No. It's got zero carbs. Zero carbs. I've been doing the Atkins now for 2.5 weeks.
That's different.
And I lost like 12 pounds. I was blowing up. I mean, so I'm just like, I'm sticking to this diet for like another month, and that's it. Like, I miss my pizza. Like, you know, like
Right.
I love, you know, I'm Italian,
But
man.
you got to
I
be
love it.
careful because that's what happens. People go on these diets, then they get back, and you gain more
And
weight.
then some. I know. Yeah.
Be careful.
You know what? It's just to lose the initial like first 15, 20 pounds. I mean, you know, I've always worked out. I did. Listen, it's a whole different world. Like you said, you want to be healthy. You want to eat healthy.
And isn't it amazing how hard and how it can be expensive? It's like a whole other career being healthy.
It is so expensive to eat healthy. It is, but it's worth it. I mean, if you're talking about your health, and your bottom line is we're not getting any younger. You know, I am. This is a whole. Yes, oh my brother. You know what? I feel like I'm 20 years old again. You know. But the bottom line is, I mean, you know, we have to eat. You got to live a healthy lifestyle.
Well, it catches up with you in the end because you know what happens. You wind up. This is my mentality. Why should I spend twice the price on organic eggs or whatever when you know I can't afford it? And then the mentality is, well, the amount of money I spend on medication,
right?
It's the same thing,
right?
You wind up spending the same amount of money. So it's like,
and you feel better too. I mean, you really do. Like you know, when you eat healthy and you drink healthy, you know, I don't drink soda at all. I drink water.
Me too. I drink flavored water.
That's really it. I'll just drink water, man. You know, like no carbs.
So So, Mini Gene, let's go back to you for a second with the pizza because I had Evan Seinfeld from Biohazard on a few episodes ago, and he told me, I have some good guests. All right, all right. What are you thinking? What do you think this is? A mom and pop show, dog and pony show. Okay, I got the real deal. All right,
you are the deal. You're the deal, Paulie.
Yeah, I'm working on getting Obama on in a couple of weeks.
No comment. No
Alex,
comment.
make that happen.
No comment. I mean, but if I do drink soda, of course it is Dr. Pepper Cherry.
Whoa, there you go. Look at that. See, that's a pro plug right there. Pro plug.
Well, I mean, you know, I only drink water.
I actually do like Dr. Pepper a lot. It's very good.
You know what? I've loved it. I really do. I mean, I'm not saying this because of the commercial. It's been around.
No, it's good.
It's an American company. It's an American. It's been around for 125 years.
And it's got its own flavors. Like it's not Coke.
I really
it's
like
not
the Dr. Pepper Cherry. The diet. I think it's great.
Yeah.
And I never really had it.
I always say cherry. I like cherry Coke, cherry Pepsi. Like cherry and cola go good together.
But even just Dr. Pepper itself, like old school Dr. Pepper, like in Forrest Gump, like I always loved Dr. Pepper. It was just different.
Well, so it worked out for you. Well, so Evan goes on this whole long, ramp about where I asked him what pizza when he's in New York because he's bi-coastal, and he went into this whole thing of like he does this pizza tour, and he goes like he does Long Island and Brooklyn and the city and the Bronx, and he hits all these in one day, and I don't remember. Alex, you remember any of the places he was mentioning?
Spumante Gardens.
No,
maybe?
but I'm talking. Well, he definitely did Spumoni, but in Long
right.
Island.
It was in Manhasset. I can't remember where it was.
And it was a square, right? It was famous for their squares.
Sicilian.
Yeah,
pizza.
Sicilian.
Yeah.
But I forgot the name of it. But anyway, so what would be your? Come on, give me your ultimate pizza.
He goes every Friday. You know.
Where?
I have to go every Friday
Where?
because my daughter loves pizza on Fridays. She knows that's the only day I can eat it. I go to a place called Carmelo's in Oceanside.
Oceanside. Carmelo's. What do you get?
I get a grilled chicken salad.
Oh, you don't get the pizza.
No, they eat the pizza.
Have you had it though?
Yes.
Is it
many
good?
a times.
Is it that good?
Oh,
Old school, man. The guy's
so-
been there for like 40 years.
for years. Since I was
Yeah.
a kid, he's been there. I mean, great pizza.
And he talks
Gotta
out like
say.
this, and
Oh, I love that. I love that.
I work at too much. I mean, poor, really. Since I'm like 17, I know this guy. Like he's just old school Italian. Like you just don't find that. You walk in these pizzerias,
And they're all
it's like,
Mexican.
Hello, yeah.
You're like, so I'll have a cheese slice. ¿Qué?
yeah.
¿Qué? What you want? I was like,
I hear like Mexican music. I see
Yeah.
soccer, Telemundo on. I'm like, wait a minute, man.
would you like a taco with that?
Where's-
No. I want a rice ball.
Where's Carmelo,
Taco rice ball?
man? Yeah, that's what I love
know.
about Carmelo, man.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
what's great
yeah.
about Brooklyn when you come to New York. In the city, not so much, but when you go into like Brooklyn, Long Island, stuff like that,
Right.
yeah, you get the hey Angelo, Vinny's
Right.
Pizza, hey, how
Yeah.
you doing?
Right.
And that's what's great. That's the
Yeah, the
the
city
ultimate
even
thing.
died with pizza.
Well, the
Oh
city
my
became more of like
Hello, can I help you? I'm
Yeah.
pizza.
We were there.
Oh well, we were
and some
on-
of them are good, but it's just it's not the same
Yeah,
vibe.
We
you
were
know?
on 42nd and 8th Avenue, like 12 o'clock at night. Three band members about 2 months ago, right, Joe?
Yeah, we were.
Yo, and we had like 6 slices of pizza and 3 sodas. It came out to like $45.
What?
I swear to you.
Where was
swear.
this?
Because it had pepperoni on it. 46.
Well, pepperoni is
42nd
imported from
42nd and 8th Avenue. It was.
Oh, you
it was-
can't
you
go
know what?
there. You
I don't
crazy?
care. It was shit.
You can't go crazy.
How dare they charge us $40-something
I
for
don't-
6
For
slices of
shit
pizza?
Yeah, I never get. Every time I go into any of those places, like those multiple, like I like them, like hot and crusty. There's a bunch of them.
right.
Like I actually like them, but I never get the pizza.
Right.
Any place that's not a pizzeria, I don't get pizza.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes,
Like I'll go with my
yeah.
friends and I'll
Gotta
go in
go.
and they have bagels and they have salads and they have
Right.
this and then they have the pizza oven in the back and I'm like, I'm not touching it. Yeah. So, all right. Well, guys, listen. Did you have a good time?
Yo, it was awesome.
Awesome, man.
Had a great
Really
time.
awesome.
All right.
Paulie.
Well,
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Here's the trick is we actually didn't press record. This is all a practical joke. We didn't record. It was a waste of time.
It's all right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, we
See, Joe's like, what the?
look at I crack. This is why I keep Alex, by the way, because he laughs at my jokes. See, look at him. He's cracking up. He makes me feel funny.
Alex, if we crash all your computers with that CD, all your computers down.
So, all right. So here's the thing. Plug your website one more time. Just let everybody know.
Thank you so much. Minikiss.com.
Minikiss.com.
Yes, sir.
Facebook/Minikiss.
Oh, yeah, definitely
Yeah, don't forget the Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook's taking over.
Facebook is-
MySpace.
yeah.
MySpace. What happened? No
MySpace
more.
is old. It
Damn.
happens. Like you said, like it's like.
But what's the next Facebook? That's the question.
I don't know.
know,
Who's going
right?
to do? Probably some 12-year-old kid in his
No,
garage.
you know what? It's going to be Z Space. That I'm
Dot
going to make.
com. You better
I'm
buy
gonna-
that right
I'm going to
now.
make that right now.
ZSpace.com.
No, not space because we had MySpace, Facebook, so it's going to be Z-Land. Z.
We got to smoke a little bit and think
All
about
right, let's
that.
get a
See?
joint in here, baby, and some pizza.
We're going to call it Z something,
it.
man.
I'm going to have to do just once a month. I'm going to have to just fucking wreck
How
my
about
body.
zblunt.com?
Z Blunt. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I got Mini Gene. I
Thank
got Mini
you.
Ace from Mini Kiss. Check them out. They'll be on tour or whatever.
Yeah.
And all right. And now we're gonna go into. I guess. Well, I'll say goodbye to the boys. Everybody say goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Take
everybody.
care, man. Much love.
So, yeah. I mean, Trader Joe's is. I heard about it. I actually saw it in L.A. when I've been out there, and I thought, for me, I thought my initial reaction was like Trader Joe's was just kind of like a like what do you call it? A general store. first of all, sounds like it. Trader Joe's, like, welcome to Trader Joe's. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like a general store, nothing in particular as far as, I didn't think it was health food or specific types of food, just a general store. And then all of a sudden, excuse me, I'm hearing about it, and there's a Trader Joe's in Brooklyn. And people keep telling me, no, it's like a health food place. But what's great is they have their own brand, and everything they get is directly from the farm. And I'm like, really? And I'm right about the time where I'm starting my my new eating regimen. I don't want to call it a diet. I hate the word diet, because diet really is what you eat. It's just, your diet is different than saying I'm on a diet. So, it's just, let's call it my food regimen. And, I was really worried. I'm like, where the hell am I going to get like gluten-free this and dairy-free that? And so I went to Trader Joe's, and I have to tell you, it was actually pretty impressive. It was overwhelming though, because there's a lot of stuff, and it's not stuff you're used to. See, like if you go to a supermarket and you see like, a box of cornflakes or Cheerios or whatever, or Oscar Mayer or anything, you know what it is, because you grew up with it. You see commercials. It's branded. It's a brand, and it's burned into your brain. So it's like, oh, okay, and you can kind of shop without even thinking. You just go by the box and what it looks like, whatever. Here it's like, okay, I don't recognize any labels. It's like everything's just like Trader Joe's organic jelly, Trader Joe's, organic, ginger cookies or whatever. So I had to actually read everything and see what it was. I'm like, okay, what's in this box? Oh, okay, this is, gluten-free cereal. Okay, well, then I can buy it. You know what I mean? So it took me a long time, and I actually didn't get a chance to really get the full experience, because I only had like maybe an hour and a half that I was able to spend there. But I have to say, I look forward to going back. I want to go. I want to really check out what they have. What's cool is they give you a list too, that like if you ask for it, they'll print out a list for vegans or gluten-free or whatever, and they'll actually give you the list of things. So then you don't really have to go crazy searching. You can just go up to the aisle and you'll be like, okay, so I need cereal. And I'll look at my gluten-free list and I say, oh, okay, the Panda Puffs are gluten-free. I'll buy that. So anyway, so it was a good experience. It wasn't a full experience. I have to go back. Some real quick things that I got that I liked so far, is, speaking of cereal, was the Panda. Now, excuse me, I don't remember the names of any of the shit. It's all like Trader Joe's, blah, blah, blah. So the Panda, it's a cereal, peanut butter like puffs, and they got pandas on it. And that's awesome. That's like just as good as any other cereal you'll ever have. And I had it now with rice milk. And you know what? I like the rice milk. I have to say, it's like flavored milk. It's got like a cinnamony kind of like almondish flavor to it. And it has its own, it tastes like, and not taste, but the texture's like milk, and it has a little bit of that sweeter taste. So it's actually, in a way, kind of better than milk, because it's got a little bit more flavor to it. So I really like that. What was great too is I got I got like organic eggs and like vegetables and things like that. But I got these English muffins that were pretty good. But you got to toast them. See, the thing with the bread is, if you get the gluten-free bread, for some reason they're like hard. Like, you know what I mean? You don't get like you want soft bread. I think, at least, like if I'm making a sandwich, peanut butter jelly or whatever, I don't want like something to be like a cracker. So the trick is to toast it very, very slightly, and it just softens it just a little bit, and it tasted good. You know what I mean? It's fine. I had that. I had the other day a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it was organic jelly, and still using my Jif peanut butter though. I don't know if I can give that up, but there's no gluten and there's no dairy, so I can have it. And let's see, what else did I get that was pretty good? These ginger snap cookies were good. Oh, you know what? What I really liked? Gluten-free tortilla chips. It was just a bag. It was, nothing fancy. Trader Joe tortilla chips and organic salsa. Dude, these things were really good. The salt gives it the taste. So what's the difference at that point? A chip is a chip. Put in the salsa, and I was loving it. Loving it, loving it. So I still want to go back and I'll do it. I'll do another Trader Joe's review because obviously there's a lot of shit that I need to get that I haven't tried. But I plan to go back there. But anyway, if anyone's wondering, so far so good. I've been good. It's hard, but I've been working it. So anyway, anybody out there, if you are doing what I'm doing, if you're doing gluten-free or dairy-free or any kind of anything like that, email me and give me some suggestions. I already got some emails from people suggesting different things. I know I got one email that gave me a whole list of things that were gluten and dairy-free. It was like these, different waffles and ice cream and all these different flavors to buy and other companies to avoid. So, so thank you guys for sending me those emails, and I hope you guys are on my side. I'm trying to do this. I really think I can do it, and I need your support. I need support because otherwise I'm going to crack, and I don't want to. I want to feel good. All right, let's do a Yo Paulie. Let's do a couple of emails real quick, and then we'll call it a day. How about, okay, this is Steven Spear. Last July, my wife and I drove 4.5 hours to Albany to see you guys play with the new album out just a month before that. I made it a point to learn all the songs in time for that show. Let's see, just know. In all my excitement at the show, I forgot that one question I really wanted to ask. Is there a possibility of putting out a live DVD? This way your fans from many miles away have a chance to enjoy a ZO2 concert on a whim. And also, it just made my day last week when you guys put up tabs for Painted Lady. Look at that. Can we look forward to more? All right, so there's two questions there. Live, we've been talking about that for a while. It's just a matter of trying to get the right setup. But we do have some stuff. We've been meaning to do something, and hopefully we will sooner than later. The thing is, we don't know if we want to do like one concert and then just tape that, and it'll be like the same outfits, the same stage or whatever, or do like each song from a different show. So the quality could be a little different, the look could be different, whatever, and then put it out like that. And that's the problem is we're really not sure how we want to do it. And we don't have, the hardest thing is more so the audio than the video. We've got a lot of good video, but trying to get good audio for live is pretty tricky. It's not as easy as you would think. So we are working on it. And as far as the tabs, for people that don't know, we put out just recently our very first sheet music for a song. Painted Lady is now on our website. If you go to our merch, the link for our store, which is, I think, merchdirect.com/ZO2. And you can see on the that we have the bass, drum, and guitar tab for Painted Lady. And it's not just the tab, we also have it written out. So for people that actually can read music, unlike myself, if you can actually read music, then you can, that's there too. So I'm glad you guys like that. And we will be doing more of that. It just takes a little time. So, all right, let's see. Jana Thres. I think I'm saying this right. Okay, this is regarding episode number 17, The Chop Show. It says, Paul, you don't need to hire trained talkers. You three are the funniest people on the whole earth. Could David, Rocksteady Z, and Joey, the Catalyst Casada, be guests on more of your shows? And can you please do some Unplugged ZO2 for us on future podcasts? Ooh. Well, we did have David and Joey back. Right? Episode 17 was Chop. And then I think that, the last episode we had them on. So, I'll try to have them on more often because I definitely love talking with the guys, and I think people like hearing us just shoot the shit and in our element. And as far as Unplugged, I think that's a question for our producer extraordinaire.
Absolutely.
He says absolutely. Okay, so we will, maybe the next time we get him on, we'll do a couple songs Unplugged. And that could be another little thing for the podcast too. We'll do some ZO2 songs. Now, what happens if we wanted to do a cover song? Can we do that, Alex? How's that work?
On the radio?
On the radio. Can we do it?
You can cover a song on the radio.
Okay, he says we can cover a song on the radio and not get in trouble. All right, so maybe we'll do some, covers of songs that we like to play. Also, a PS, you are too talented for drugs. Fuck John Popper. Doing drugs is probably the way to get your wife mad at you. That is probably the way to get her mad. Although, I really do think I'm going to I'm going to do an episode of the Paulie Z Show high and see what happens. It'll either be the best, the highest rated episode or the lowest rated episode. I think it's one of the two. And we'll see what happens. Let's do a couple more. This is from Teresa. Yo, Paulie, what's up? I had a few questions for you. How was your trip to Trader Joe's? Well, I just answered that. How are you doing on the no meat diet? Are Dave Joey taking bets on if you will last? Don't give up. You can do it. Well, thank you for the vote of confidence. It's not no meat. It's just I'm cutting back on red meat, and I'm not cutting it out. I'm just going to save it for special occasions, like maybe once a month, if I had to do it. But I'm not cutting out meat totally. The only thing I'm really trying to cut out is dairy and gluten. And that's more for health reasons more than it is for cosmetic reasons. So far, so good. I don't know. I would imagine they are taking bets. I don't know what the pool is right now. So maybe we can make a pool for our fans and, and then we could and see see who wins, who comes closest. All right, here's some new people. Also, look, new message from the Paulie. Oh, no, never mind. I read this wrong. I'm an idiot. Wade Barrett. Yo, Paulie, will you be having Phil the truck driver on your show? P.S. Scarves aren't faggish. They are badass. Yes, Phil the truck driver. This is pretty funny. For those who don't know, we just put up a new video. We've been trying to put up more content on our YouTube page, and there's a lot of crazy shit that happens on the road. So the latest video is the tow truck ride from hell, or something like that. I forgot what the title is. And it's this guy, Phil, who bailed us out when our van broke down after playing the Starland Ballroom with Kicks. And this guy is a maniac. Alex, you didn't even see it. You should watch this. It's funny. This guy's like, hey, how you doing? My name is Phil. Yeah, I got to bring these guys. And I'm like, Phil, what's your favorite thing to eat in the whole world? And he's like, pussy. What? No. I don't want. No, let's not cue it. I want people to go check it out. Go to our YouTube page and check it out. It's youtube.com/ZO2videos. I think it's videos with a Z. I'm not even sure. Shit, I should know this, but I don't know. Alex is going to check right now. Go check. But just anyway, you can find it. It's really funny. It's just a little clip. It's not even a minute long probably, but it's just us after we got home and he finally dropped us off at our garage. We were up all night and you can see you could just see it in my eyes. It's like I haven't slept all night. It was terrible. And it is videos with a Z. So ZO2 videos on the YouTube. Okay. Let's go to let's do Linda. Okay, first let me say I'm loving the podcast, and I'm a huge fan that you're no longer hiding your personal life, but we've already talked about that. Oh yeah, I was approached at a show by Linda, and she was so happy that I decided to stop hiding my status and pretend or anything like that, and just be honest and be just, look, this is me. Do you take it or leave it? You don't like it? Go fuck yourself. This is me. And so she was very happy, and and then after I told her I was married, and then I started flirting with her anyway. So, where's the drum sound? Look, I love to flirt, and that's not going to change. I'll die. I'll probably be in my own coffin flirting on the ground with other dead bodies in coffins. I'll be like, I'm trying to rest here. Hey, so what are you doing? What are you doing for the rest of your life? That's just me. All right. Anyway, let's get back to this. I'm going off into crazy tangents. Saw your tweets about trying to eat more healthy and wondering if anyone believes you can do it. All I can say is anyone who can get through P90X can do anything they decide to, in my opinion. You are 100% correct, because P90X is so difficult that I think you're right. I think I was able to do that. And if I can do that, I can do anything. And I want to be the first Jewish president. If Obama could do it, I could do it. That's it. I said it right now. I'm going to be the first Colombian Jewish president of the United States of Borough Park. No, the United States of America. Is it possible? Would anybody vote for me if I ran for president? Email me now at yopaulie@thepoliezshow.com. Let me know if I have your vote. I want to know if I ran for president, would you vote for me? All right, and if so, what would be what should be my platform? What should I take a stance on? Well, first of all, I'll think about it. I'm gonna cut out. Let's see, what would I cut out? I have to think about. All right, no dairy in the whole country and no gluten. That's it. I'm cutting out dairy and gluten. All right. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode with Mini Kiss. And let's just go over the plugs real quick. ThePaulieZShow.com or iTunes. Type in The Paulie Z Show and get it on iTunes. Also, ZO2.com, MySpace.com/ZO2, Facebook.com/ZO2Band. Twitter, if you want to follow my tweets, it's twitter.com/ZO2Paulie. And, of course, yopaulie@thepoliezshow.com. That's where you can email me and let me know if you would vote for me as the president of the United States of America. And da 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 da. Well, it's too low for my register. See, I'm a high singer. I got to be like da 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 da. Anyway, I think that's it. All right, I'll see you next time. Later.
She's in love.